They said Tesla had nothing to fear. But that was before the 2026 BYD Han arrived, a luxury electric sedan that's quietly shaking up the market with range, refinement, and price that don't seem real. Imagine a car that accelerates like a Model S, rides like a Mercedes, and costs less than a base BMW i4. Sounds impossible? Maybe not anymore. Because this, the new BYD Han, might just be the most underrated EV you've never heard of. So the real question is it time for America to take BYD seriously? Let's find out.
Let's start with what BYD actually is, because for many viewers, this might be your first real introduction. BYD, short for Build Your Dreams, has been China's electric powerhouse for years. They're the world's largest EV manufacturer by volume. Yes, bigger than Tesla. And now, they're aiming at the premium global market.
The 2026 BYD Han represents their boldest step yet into luxury territory. First introduced in China in 2020, the Han quickly became a symbol of what Chinese engineering can achieve. Now, this new 2026 version comes completely reimagined. Sharper design, longer range, better software, and a cabin that feels closer to German luxury than anything BYD has built before.
What makes this launch even more interesting is timing. The US market is hungry for luxury EVs that don't cost a fortune. The Han fits right in that sweet spot, a full-size luxury EV sedan promising over 400 miles of range, all for under $60,000. So in today's review, we're breaking down exactly what BYD brings to the table, from its futuristic design and performance numbers to real-world comfort and tech. Because while the big names, Tesla, BMW, and Mercedes, dominate headlines, this could be the electric wildcard ready to rewrite the playbook.
Let's begin on the outside, because the 2026 BYD Han doesn't just look premium, it feels sculpted with intent. The front end features a slimmer, more aerodynamic nose, split LED lighting, and a flush grille design that gives it a distinctly European aesthetic. Every curve serves a purpose, reducing drag, improving airflow, and giving the Han a drag coefficient of just 0.23.
Move along the sides, and you'll notice strong character lines, hidden door handles, and those massive 20-inch alloy wheels that visually stretch its profile. The overall presence? Somewhere between a Porsche Taycan and a Lucid Air. Elegant, but confident. Step inside, and you're greeted with what BYD calls smart luxury. The cabin layout is clean, almost Scandinavian. There's a 15.6-inch rotating central touchscreen. Yes, it physically rotates between portrait and landscape modes, and a fully digital instrument cluster. The ambient lighting system, Napa leather seats, and metal-accented finishes combine to create a space that feels more bespoke than expected at this price point.
BYD software, called Dialink 3.0, runs smoother than before, and the car now supports over-the-air updates and voice-activated commands.
But it's not just comfort. The Han delivers serious performance, too. Underneath, you'll find a dual-motor setup pushing up to 650 horsepower in the all-wheel drive variant. That's good for 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. The standard version, meanwhile, prioritizes efficiency, with BYD's latest Blade battery offering a claimed 430-mile range on a full charge. Safety? Top tier. The Han is packed with Level 2 driver assistance, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and a 360-degree camera system. Even more impressive, BYD developed its own autonomous driving chip architecture, which means they're not reliant on outside suppliers.
And while all of this sounds futuristic, the real magic is in how balanced it feels. Smooth suspension tuning absorbs city bumps with grace, yet tightens up just enough on the highway to keep it sporty. It's not trying to be a Tesla clone. It's carving its own identity, and that's refreshing.
So what truly stands out about the BYD Han? And what might hold it back? Let's start with the highlights. The design, undeniably premium.
The materials and craftsmanship are finally at a level where German automakers should start paying attention. Then there's the battery. BYD's Blade battery isn't just safer, it's structurally stronger and has no cobalt, making it eco-friendlier and more durable. The range, over 400 miles, is among the best in its class. Then there's the tech experience. That rotating screen may seem like a gimmick, but it's actually brilliant in daily use. Portrait for maps and info, landscape for entertainment. The sound insulation and ride comfort are next level for a non-European brand. But there are drawbacks. BYD still lacks the charging infrastructure and brand trust in the US. Fast charging speeds, while good, don't match the Tesla supercharger network yet. And while the interior design impresses, some software quirks still need polishing, a common issue in early imports. Then there's the big challenge, perception. Convincing American buyers to pay luxury money for a new Chinese brand will take time. But here's the turning point. The Han doesn't just compete on price, it competes on quality, and that might just be its most powerful advantage. Because if BYD continues refining its tech and builds local trust, this car could seriously disrupt the EV hierarchy. So, does the Han have what it takes to stand shoulder to shoulder with Tesla's Model S or BMW's i5? Let's wrap it up and find out. Here's the bottom line. The 2026 BYD Han is more than just another EV. It's a message, a statement that innovation no longer has borders. If you want outright speed and prestige, Tesla's Model S still owns that space. If you want badge appeal and refinement, BMW and Mercedes remain safe bets. But if you want balance, luxury feel, long range, cutting-edge safety, and value, the BYD Han might be the smartest buy under $60K. Pros: outstanding design, long range, luxurious interior, impressive safety suite, and next-generation battery tech. Cons: limited US charging access, unproven resale value, and brand unfamiliarity, for now. But what stands out most is how far BYD has come. A decade ago, few outside China even knew the brand. Now, it's challenging the world's most respected automakers on quality and innovation.
For early adopters, the Han represents something rare, the feeling of driving the future before everyone else. It's not perfect, but it's proof that the EV revolution is now truly global. So should you buy it? If you're open-minded and want a luxury EV that breaks the mold, the 2026 BYD Han deserves a spot on your shortlist. But I'll leave you with this. If BYD can deliver this much car for under $60K today, what happens when they go fully international? Let me know what you think. Would you take the leap and trust BYD over Tesla or BMW? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive car reviews, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Because the next wave of electric cars, it's already here.